this is kind of the last piece here. Think about this for a minute. Imagine your boss comes to you and says, hey, you know, that AI solution you built, I think we might deploy it. Can you tell me what you did? I have a presentation on Friday. So this happened to me all the time. I've done it to people. You know, this part is the part that's really tough. So imagine doing all the stuff that I recommended, all the automation, making AI smarter, and then being able to say, you know what, how is it that I can take all the different steps that I've done, right? We've covered a lot of area, and you would in a typical project as well. How do you pull all that stuff together, make sure it's the right stuff, make sure it makes sense both from a technical perspective and a business perspective, and that there is some sort of narrative there? That's a very arduous task. Sometimes too, you see individuals are really skillful at coding, but when you start converting it to natural language, they're not so gifted. They leave holes out, or they leave holes and things like that. That's just normal. Not everybody is great at everything. And then it might take, once you kind of collect all that sort of stuff, you might take, an extra day or two to kind of make it look pretty, make sure that the colors match, right? The fonts are all the same, that you didn't have, if you have any printouts, screen prints, all that sort of stuff that typically goes into a process, just takes a lot of time. And so some of the stuff that we leverage for our organization, again, not necessarily, it's not batteries included as it relates to this, but these are ways to make AI better, in my opinion. Is imagine being able to develop all this sort of stuff and with a click of a button be able to produce the analytic reports that you could share with your tech team, your analytics team, and then also your business professionals, maybe in the different contexts that they're used to having, but all sourcing from the same work that you did. Being able to do this again, in an afternoon or maybe in 30 minutes was a huge time saver. So it doesn't make any sense. It never made sense to us to do all this amazing automation, build it all up, and only to have lost all of that speed up and productivity because we're trying to satisfy a documentation request. So this for us is, this certainly can be automated. It's more difficult when it's coming straight out of a Jupyter notebook, although you certainly can do that. But the organizations that benefit from this have told us that they benefit from us in a major way.